Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Alana Brophy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
All right, we are dealing here at home with high running rivers and storms moving through the state as well.
Yes, for our latest on conditions, let's head over to Alana.
Two types of flooding, guys. That's what we're seeing. We're into that season. Thunderstorms out there, but we have to take a look at the Spanish Fork River, which continues to run really high. The live cameras put out by the state let us monitor those. And we know that we've got several flood alerts in effect with warnings for places like the Bear River, Sevier River, Ogden River, and Strawberry River. So these are portions of those waterways where we are seeing moderate flooding. Flood watch in effect for the Wasatch Back and Plateau because of Daniels Creek on US 40, which means flooding is imminent when you've got to watch Little Bear River, Weber River near Plain City, and the Green River near Jensen, Utah, and eastern Utah underneath the flood watch. We're seeing minor flooding in areas where we've got advisories, and that includes Blacksmith Fork, that river near Hiram, as well as the Bear River near Corinne, the eastern side of the state, and Thistle Creek, where road closures have happened because of the water coming down. It was a record snowpack year, and now we're dealing with above average warmth. We also are welcoming in storms. Live view from daybreak. You can see that cloud cover, and as you look in the distance, those storm clouds over the Oakers rolling into some of our valleys. These storms are tracking from west to east. Satellite radar shows you the last couple of hours where we get cloud cover, plenty of lightning in the southern half of the state, as well as down towards St. George, but also Box Elder County staying pretty active. Let's jump up there. We've got this cell putting down lightning that, as it tracks over the lake, if it holds together, could impact a portion of the Wasatch Front. We were seeing penny-sized hail with that cell. Over near Richfield, plenty of lightning. Panguitch getting some wet weather, and then down towards St. George, gusty winds and lightning. Eyes to the skies in the southwestern corner of the state. As we take that step back, show you what's going on. We've got that area of high pressure that's funneling moisture into the Beehive State, and that area of low pressure, which already impacted us once, and now it's starting to move back in our direction. This Rex block keeping things very interesting, but as it moves back, it's prompting these storms, and tomorrow we have the chance of isolated activity. Live view of Bryce Canyon with storms overhead, so we just saw it on the radar. There's that live view showing you that, yes, it's happening. We also had the chance of excessive rainfall for southern Utah today in places like Kane County because these are slow-moving storms, so they're not going to clear quickly. So if they're dropping heavy rain, then we know there's the potential for some flooding, flash flooding. 60s, 70s, and 80s for those highs. 84 in Salt Lake, low 80s in Moab, 86 in St. George. Now, there are some areas that have seen storms like Cedar City, noticeable there, where the temperatures dropped into the 60s. Here's a look at what to expect as we get through the rest of tonight and into tomorrow. Our FUTURECAST kind of takes us through those storms, staying active in the southern half of the state with more isolated activity in the north. By tomorrow, cold front comes through. Linked to that low pressure system I saw you, and we see those storms focused on eastern Utah, the central portion of the state, and down south. Isolated storms are expected along the Wasatch Front for your Thursday before we start to quiet down just ever so slightly. Very isolated, slight chance on Friday by the afternoon, mainly for southern Utah. Flash flood potential, it's a possibility for the Mighty Five and the surrounding areas. So that means all those places we love to hike and bike could see these storms rolling through, and that could be an issue. Temperatures for tomorrow in the 70s and 80s. We see 70s and 80s on the eastern side of the state, 93 in St. George with isolated thunderstorms. Here's a check on the next 7 days in Washington County, where we've got 90s, and that slight chance, it sticks around. You see it for several days. Gusty winds, thunder and lightning, that's what those storms bring through as those temperatures remain above average in the 90s. 86 is usually the high in St. George this time of year. That's warm enough for me, but we're going to be above it. Speaking of the 80s, they set up shop for the Wasatch Front for the next 7 days, and we see storm potential tomorrow and then into the close of the work week.
That's pretty consistent over the next 7 days.
I mean, we try to be consistent, but it's not what we want, right?
And that is warm. We're getting
How about
warm.
a nice stretch of the 70s?
Yeah, well, Glenn, we can all wish.
At 7 a.m. I have my 70s.
There you go.